Time to get back to work. Hello, 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 and welcome back to episode 6 of Pentiment with SPHONDA. Last time, in episode 5, we woke up at home, and then were somewhat recruited to helping some of the women in town process some wool. We said, sure, we might be able to help out. We didn't do so right away because we were on a mission. We wanted to look for and talk to the people, the suspects we came up with for Baron Rothvogel's murder. And the first person we ran into was the widow. So we went over to her house. We talked to her for a little bit. She basically said the thing that we kind of already knew. She hated the Baron, but for why? Because what he did to her husband, Raining. He beat Raining for basically no reason, and then he basically never recovered, and then he basically died. We did, however, find Raining Kemper's cane at the house with the busted top, and it looks like it had been recently busted, and she wouldn't tell us why. So, left with a little bit of a mystery with the widow. Then we went over and talked to the stonemason, Lucky Steiner, and he basically said, no, I won't talk about it. And then we had the option to hang around to see if we could learn anything, but I said not right now because we got other people to talk to. We'll come back or whatever. We'll see if we can glean more information from someone else. Then we went to the Abbey and talked to Mother Cecilia about what was going on with her and her relationship with the Baron. Why were things weird? Because what she had done when the Baron showed up at the first was pull the sisters away from the Baron. All right, back away. Let's just go away. We found out that apparently one of the girls got hurt some years ago by the Baron. She wouldn't say why, but the records would tell us about it in the library, so we now have to sneak into the library since we're not allowed to go in there and get that information. So now we have a little bit of a detail. I would have to sneak in after the nuns have left for the day at Compline. I just need to find a way in. So that's what we have to do at this hour. After that, we let ourselves into Prior Frank's house, which is what Occult Hands is. In his house, we found the burned remnants of a note, which looked a lot like the other notes we had been finding around. Additionally, we also found a piece of paper on Frank's desk. It was a letter that was from Frank to the Baron. It said, I won't perform the ritual, even if you turn me in to the Inquisitors at Innsbruck. So, Prior Frank declined the Baron's request in a letter. And that's all we know. The last person excuse me, we need to actually speak to is Prior Frank. So we talked to everybody else in person at least once, so now we're just kind of looking for Frank right this second. Let's go look at our timetable too. Can we look at our clock? Is there no? Am I crazy? No. Is it right here? Nope. Is it on the maps? No. Okay, so we don't know what time it is. Whatever. Maybe Prior Frank will be in here. There he is. Hovering over Edog. Ah, Andreas. What an awful time. Awful time. A Baron murdered at Kiersau? These are dark days indeed. Brother Piero, I admit, I would have never thought him the type. What could have possessed him? You can't believe Brother Piero would kill the Baron. It's just not in his nature. Piero was half-stepped from the grave. You really think he could have killed a man in his prime? Envy and pride inspire men to madness, Andreas. Even old men. But you have come to me for a reason. Do you need something? Ah, here we go. I found a strange note in your fireplace. It was written in an unusually fine hand. I came across an interesting letter from you addressed to the Baron Rothvogel. You rushed into the scriptorium and hid something strange at your desk. Let's go start at the beginning. Pardon? And why were you sneaking about the scriptorium? What was it you were holding? I thought I caught a glimpse of the astrological symbols. I can ask questions too. What was so important you had to be late for terse? I wasn't sneaking. I dropped a bottle of paint in the floor and was cleaning it up. Let's use our background here. Just an academic interest of mine, nothing you need to concern yourself with. Let us seek a common understanding, Mr. Mueller, as two brothers in Christ. Please, let's. I love to understand things. Oh boy. The scriptorium is my domain, and you are a guest here. And so long as that is true, I do not answer to you, but the abbot only. Is that clear? I suppose. If you don't mind me asking, why aren't you the abbot? It's an elected position, isn't it? Did your brothers not find you fit? Are you not better suited for the job given your age and experience? That's not... I will not discuss any of this with you. Ooh, he's so bitter. Are we done here? I had a few more questions, if you don't mind. Me? No, yeah, we have more questions. Be quick about it, says Frank. I found a strange note, yeah, or I found a strange letter. Let's go in order here. I found some others around Tassing with the same hand that seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. What were you doing in my home? Just having a look around, seeing the sights. That is my private space. You can't just wander about like it's the public square. What if someone had been attempting to gruesomely murder you? There's a killer on the loose, Prior Frank. Have you tried putting up a sign? Trespassers hate signs. Oh boy. Let's just talk about the killer. You impossible. Any person of manners knows better than to go snooping through others' things. I have nothing to hide. Then why burn the note? What was left was difficult to read, but I could make out the red bird. My teens. It was a strange little thing I found on my desk after waking up from my teens. It meant nothing to me, so I put it in the fire. It wasn't there when you went to sleep? Not that I noticed, but again, Andreas, it was small. I could have easily overlooked it. Surely it's just a loose scrap. But the hand was handsome. You're correct. Unlike anything penned by the brothers in the scriptorium, to be certain. How unsettling. Do you remember what the note said? Who has access to your home? What does the note say? No, only that I found the contents nonsensical and disturbing. The remaining legible part read, the red bird. You don't know what that could be. A scrap from some bestiary? I couldn't say. My eyes watch the heavens, not the trees. Although we do not see many red birds at this altitude. The common robin, perhaps, or swallow? But that doesn't matter. I'm telling you, it was nonsense. One more thing. Who has access to your home? Everyone at the Abbey. But what does it matter to you? It was just a scrap of paper. I'm not sure yet. I just have a strange feeling about it. I found a similar note in the Baron's effects while Brother Florian was performing his initial examination. I don't think I'm supposed to give this information up. Perhaps you should just pray the Lord settles your spirit so I might have some quiet. But don't you find the coincidence strange? No, we operate a scriptorium, Master Miller, in the house, perhaps the largest, and house perhaps the largest library in Bavaria. We are all awash in parchment scraps. They multiply like silverfish between the pages of our books. Are you satisfied now? I suppose that will have to do. Are we done here? Still got one more question, my man. It's about that letter. What? Where did you get that? From an impression I made of your writing pad. Were you performing occult rituals with the Baron? Shh! He meant to coerce me into performing a ritual to help him with a condition, but I refused, as the letter makes abundantly clear. The Baron's threat remained, and you know how fickle inquisitors can be about what books people choose to read. The line between one who knows such rituals and one who practices them is as thin as a spider's thread, Briar. Ah, the French disease. Let's do the occult background. Some would say it's only a matter of time before the temptation became too much. Do not question my devotion to the Lord, Master Mailer. I am the prior of Cursow's Scriptorium, one of the few of its kind left in Christendom. Modest though the abbey may be, our library contains works on subjects rarely found beyond its walls, certainly not all in the same place. For men of certain academic interest, it is perhaps the only place we may meet and discuss them. I've always thought it's a perfectly reasonable area of study, so long as you avoid certain subjects. Yet he threatened to expose you to the Church Inquisitors. It's a rich area for scholarly insight. The Baron's interest was more than academic. When he wished to make it practical, I refused, and there's nothing more to it. I see. Now, is that all? I have duties I really should attend to. I will leave you in peace. What's up, E-Doc? What's up? Okay, let's go to our quest real quick and see what it says. I asked if he knew anything about the bear's death. Okay. Succinct. Can we talk to Illuminata? Nope. The fire is not on. Let's talk to Guy. Good day. I guess we go and the kind of other thing that we need to be doing until the hour of prayer is to follow Lucky Steiner. So let's go do that. Oh. No, we need to... Yeah, Volkberg. We asked Volkberg to dig up that grave. So we need to go talk to the abbot. We'll go talk to Ruddy. What's up, dude? There's Matthew. Andreas, have you seen Brother Rudd? Yeah, we just said... What? You just... Oh my god. Because he was not at Lauds, and no one has seen him since then. Why do you think I would have seen him? Do you think something's happened? I think after you terrified him in the library, he decided it was safer to run. He can make decisions for himself. If he ran, that's his choice. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause him this much stress. Well, what do you want from me to do about it? We're sorry. Yes, you could have known how sensitive he is. Still, you did threaten him, threaten us. It is no small thing. If he does not return or something has happened to him, I will hold you responsible. It will be alright, you're worried about nothing. That's up to you. It certainly is. Seek God, Andreas. Wait, didn't we... Isn't this Rudd? My man? Very strange. That's locked. What is it you're doing? Fine. I just wanted to admire all of the sacred objects used during Mass. Then come to Mass. Of course, my apologies. Huh. Interesting. Old Bailey, we don't need to go there. Where would the abbot be? In the crypt? In the tower? Let's go to the tower. I don't remember coming up here before. These are the bells. Interesting, okay. Nothing to interact with. Let's check the crypt. I'm pretty sure this was all barred off before. The foundations of the abbey were built on when the Romans occupied this land, not long after the death of Christ. What are these? These tomb markers go back centuries, all the way to the founding. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, this looks fancy. Abbot Dietrich, from the height of Kearsau's power in the 14th century. Long past. And who's this? A lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame it's hidden down here. There's a key, though. That was it! Now what? Oh, is this the secret entrance into the library? Oh, snap! The sisters may be in the library right now. I need to wait until... Oh, yeah. Come on. Honda? Cheese and crackers. Okay, so we need to go to the crypt at the hour of completion. We also need to find the abbot. So we can ask him for permission to dig up graves, because it sounds like something he'd let us do. It's not there. Chapter house, maybe? Oh, this is where the murder happened. We haven't been in here since then. This bloodstain is awful. It must have been left by the Baron before he died, but how? And then this is the Dance of Death mural, which is interesting and cool. Yeah. Large garden. Ah, there's Gernot. Andreas, I trust you are abiding by my command to leave Piero and the rest of the monastics in peace? No, we're not gonna lie. No, I've been pursuing other leads, as you should be. Maybe. Have you made any progress in finding the Baron's true murderer? Father Gernot is in a difficult position. He hasn't been at the abbot long. He's young. The elder monks don't respect him. A friend of the Prince Bishop murdered under the roof of his abbey. It doesn't look good. If I represent a threat to the abbot's authority, he could expel me from the abbey, master work or not. I could lie and say I haven't investigated a single thing. Then I may never discover who really killed Lorenz, and Piero will die for it. I should be careful not to alienate Gernot before the Archdeacon arrives. We'll just say... blah. I'm satisfied I have it well in hand. Interesting. And if I'm not mistaken, truth is for the Archdeacon to uncover. Oh, really? Not for a journeyman artist who's not even part of this community? There's more at stake here than you understand, Andreas. Given that I am not the Lord and I don't have perfect understanding of all things, of course that's the case. That may be, but I can't in good conscience let an innocent man face death while a murderer runs loose. What is at stake here, exactly? Aside from an innocent man's life, of course. There are few extant double monasteries with working scriptoriums any longer. They're costly to operate, and the church does not approve of them. Baron Rothvogel was a friend of the Prince Bishop, and if the Prince Bishop were so inclined, he could order the abbey closed, and our community is disbanded. A community of which you are not a member, and so whose precarity you can't understand. I thought you were a clever man, Andreas. Your ignorance disappoints me. I'm ignorant of a lot of things. For example, the identity of who really murdered Lorenz Rothvogel. I don't wish to disappoint you, Father Gernot, but neither do I wish for an innocent man to die based on circumstance alone. Let's just say we are ignorant. Ooh, we got our request. I have reason to believe there is something hidden in Brother Gerhard's grave, and I'd like to dig it up. I have the reason to believe Brother Frank has hidden something in... Frank is Gernot's assistant. Suggesting Frank might have killed Lorenz might anger the abbot if the two were close. The brothers chose Gernot over Frank because they didn't find Frank trustworthy. Gernot might not either. That's true. I could keep Frank's name out of it entirely, but then my reasoning would sound rather vague. Yep, let's do it. What does that have to do with the death of Baron Rothvogel? I suspect the weapon used to murder the Baron may be buried there. I'm not certain of the connection yet, but I have a hunch. Yeah, we don't know if this is literally just conjecture. Do you take me for a fool? I will not let you exhume Brother Gerhard's body on a hunch. What does it matter? He's nothing more than bones now. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. I don't think we're going to win. He was a brother of this abbey and should be left in peace, just as I would like to be. Leave now and do not pester me about this again. Damn. We just got rocked. Huh. Okay, let's go to... what's his name? Let's go to Volkbert and tell him we can't. Yeah, we talked. He said no. One sec. Alright. We're not lying, so we're not even going to read it. The abbot gave us his permission to exhume the Brother Gernot's grove. It's alright. What? Alright, I'll go talk to the abbot. I must be honest, Volkbert. The abbot expressly forbid me from disturbing Gernot's grave, but I must ask you to do it regardless. Yeah. No, I could never. The abbot could kick me out for causing trouble. I will have no place to go. I'll become like those men in the forest living all alone. No, I can't. Fine. You don't have to dig. I didn't mean to upset you. You're not mad at me? Not at all. Here, I will leave you in peace. Be well. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry for crying. Poor dude. Okay, so that came up with a whole lot of nada. Let's get out of here. Upper Abbey? Sure. Let's go that way. That's the church. We already been there. Let's go to the Lower Abbey. Horsey. Let's start our trek. Till? Anything? No. Fair enough. Alright. Let's go find Lucky. Oh, Thomas talked to us yet? Nope. Nope, I didn't. Should not have clicked that. Just randomly visiting random places. What's up, Druck? Central Town, I think that's where... Yeah, there he is. Leave me be, Andreas. Yep, If I wait here, yes, let's take a peek. I'll follow Lucky now. Let's do it. Oh, we're going fishing? He looks like the kind of guy, if he caught you following him, though, he'd probably bonk you on the head, something fierce. I mean, a statue fell on him and he lived, so... Really? Uh-oh, we're gonna get caught. Regret. Oh, dear. Is something the matter with Zimmerman's basin? I'm inspecting it for mold that cures hemorrhoids. Terrible hemorrhoids. I'm checking for caterpillars. They sometimes form in the rain basins, you know. Such exquisite construction. The platonic ideal of rainwater basins. Oh, nothing going on here, just having a rest. How are you doing? Well, I'm not gonna lie, so you won't. You're looking well? Oh, you're such a flirt. I've been taking a restorative made by that new doctor in town, Werner Stoltz. Being a parent is terribly exhausting, you know. Of course you don't, but I'm sure you will someday. Nice man like you. Are the Gertners feeding you enough? You're looking a little thin. Oh, take some of this bread. That should perk you right up. Nothing like bread to fortify the spirit. Delicious bread. I'm delivering it to Father Thomas. You know how the Father loves his bread. He's quite the bread enthusiast. My favorite customer. That's funny. Great, now we missed our conversation. You should come by the bakery more often, Andreas. Anna would love to see you. It's so cute when she tries to steal your hat. Pardon me, Gret, but I just remembered I left the Gertner's door open. Until later. I'd love to, because it's another time I have to, yeah. We gotta go. Of course. Until later. Go, Andreas. Oh, there's Father Thomas. We should have just brought the bread for her. For Gret. You're finally at church, and it's not even Sunday. What's up, dude? Afternoon, have you seen Lucky? He's right here, my man. What can I say, Father Thomas? I missed you. You think all of this, your eternal salvation, is a joke? A little bit sometimes. Oh, did she follow us? How's my favorite customer? You know I can't live without my rye. I mean, apparently Andreas loves it too. Andreas, what brings you to the church? Just out for a walk. Can't a man enjoy the fresh Hellbine air? Ha ha. Uh-oh. Are you following me, Andreas? Yes? God damn it, I told you to leave me alone. Lucky, leave the man be. He and I were talking about the church. All is well. Now tell me, how's my wall? The damage is not difficult to repair. I can do it next week, and I can put the fallen stones back up now. That would be marvelous. I'm sure the lady would appreciate it too. But please don't risk yourself. Get some younger men to help you. Guess what? I'm right here, baby. Need a hand, Lucky? Come now, Father. I'm sure you can handle it. I'd offer, but I'm afraid I was cursed with the physique of an artist. You can get over there and help. Let me guess, he's gonna lift up that stone by himself. Looks pretty heavy, my dude. Maybe lift with your legs next time? There's old Otto. I thought those were fishing poles. They look like they have hooks on the end, too. Oh, they are gonna go fishing later. Okay. Andreas, you're not gonna help? Only Big Yor can match his strength. Thank you for your labors, Lucky. Interesting, so he moved the stones and he's gonna, like, chuck them up and mortar them together, I guess, tomorrow. Tell me, Father Thomas, is the waterfall where Lucky and old Otto go fishing? Oh. Huh? Tell me, Father Thomas, is the waterfall where... Oh, yeah. That just seemed like a very weirdly worded question. But if I ask him, he'll know I actually am following Lucky, which he could tell Lucky later. Lucky would be unhappy about that, especially since I only admitted to following him. Lucky would be unhappy about that, especially since he already believes in following him. What? We'll just scurry off. Later, dude. Goodbye. Very unusual man. We're gonna get our ass kicked. pretty sure... Oh, don't go in there. You're gonna get a bug where you don't want a bug, my dude. Damn, they've been here how long? Look at this. Fish. These guys are... Knew it. I told you. I literally told you, my dude. What was that? You don't have to be inside the log, my dude. Wait, do I need to click this bug? Oh my gosh, is that a minigame I've just been farting around not being a part of? Okay. I see. Holy moly. Good God, those poor fish. Well, better than letting them suffer. Until later, Otto. Dang, fishing up a storm. I like how I didn't know that that was a game. Come on, Otto had to have seen us there. We were here a long time ago. I forget what this is, little mining area. I'm guessing I'm gonna keep fighting off bugs. Oh, is that his wife's grave? His spouse. I don't remember knowing if he has a spouse or not, or had a spouse. Another bug problem coming up. We're gonna get caught here. Nope. Ha! Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, let's look at this again. It's the mine, right? Old salt mine. Two innocents. That's strange. Are there two people buried here? Children, perhaps? Could they be Lucky's children? But why would they be buried outside of the church? Outside of the churchyard, then? It's almost like someone was trying to hide them. Oh. He left a note with the flowers. Uh-oh. That's the note! It's the same handwriting! Remember the girl. One grave for two innocents. The red bird flies. Martine's chapter. Remember the girl. One grave for two innocents. Very similar to the other notes that I found. Someone was trying to lure Lucky to the chapter house to kill Baron Rothvogel. Really? It remains to be seen if he did. Alright, need to leave. Damn, I've lost luck. Hey, dude, he knows you are here. This grave does seem important to him, but it could be motive enough for him to kill? But could it be motive? I won't know until I figure out who's buried here. You're not digging that up. Alright, so the next bit is going to be the Compline hour, or whatever that is. Where we have to go sneak back into the Abbey, into the crypt, up to the library. Alright, we're just going to have lunch or dinner or whatever with the first person that asks us. Where should we go? The meadow? Smokey's home? Let's go to Smokey's home. We haven't talked to Smokey. Hey, there's people here. There's Smokey. Oh, Master Mailer. Yes? We met before. We met once before, I think. You were drawing something by the waterfall. I'm Smokey. Well, Adam, but people call me Smokey. Yes, I remember. Oh, good. So, is there anything I can do for you? Would you mind if I joined you for a meal? Are you sure? Yeah, absolutely. Well then, I suppose you're welcome. That was very nice of them. It's alright with you, Vaxlov? I suppose? Alright, good, good. Bless us, O Lord. Amen, amen, amen. I wonder what these boys are having. Chomp, 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 chomp. Thank you for the hospitality. If you don't want me here, I can go. We'll just say thank you. Of course, we're glad to have you. How else will Václav get his town gossip? Stop it, I don't. Alright, I was only kidding. I enjoy the songs of little birds now and then. I'll sing if you will. I don't say gossip or what I Smokey is. It's a stupid joke. Don't worry about it. Don't sulk about it then. Okay, what do we got? Mountain cheese, jerky, and almonds. I feel like we should save that cheese for last. It's gonna be so good. Let's get some of this jerky. Chomp, chomp, chomp. In truth, I'm the gossip. I can't carouse with the proper people, but I like to know what's going on. Almonds. If you tell me some of your gossip, I'll tell you some of mine. I don't want to get anyone in trouble, Smokey. Who's causing trouble? We're just a few men in the forest passing time. I don't like it when people spread rumors about me, so I'd rather not do it to others. Gossip gets people hurt. It's true. You two are like a couple of old women. No fun at all. No one's getting hurt. We're just telling stories. Alright then, what have you heard? Vaxlov knows something about the prior. Don't you, Vaxlov? Why are you dragging me into this, bud? Look, either you tell the story, or I'll tell my version of it. Stupid. Fine. A few weeks back, I saw that man, the Hungarian, in the woods. He was doing some kind of ritual with blood. That's not a good sign. The use of blood is often associated with black magic. Black magic? Well, I don't care what color it is. It sounds bad to me. Whose blood was it? His. He cut his hand in the middle of the ritual and dripped blood into the cup, I think. He kept repeating some phrase over and over. Sex lu tenevri or something. It scared you, didn't it, Vaxlav? Well, I don't mind if people have strange beliefs. Let people do what they want. I just don't like blood. What's inside the body should stay inside. Not all of it, my dude. We're not even going to do any of this stuff. It's always background. Some invocations require a blood sacrifice, so the spirit has something material to work through. Work through? Yes, to do the bidding of the practitioner. That sounds bad, Vaxlov says. You heard something else lately? Nothing else comes to mind. Well, the good brothers and sisters at the Abbey may have the townsfolk fooled, but not old Smokey. They get up to all sorts of things in these woods. Oh? Smokey. Oh, please, no one around here cares if I'll ever die. They sure don't care about what I say to the people. Until you do. Fine, say what you want. You know that monk and nun who do the shopping in town? Brother Dub and Sister Matilda? Well, they do more than that. They do more than shop together. Damn. No one can see except old Smokey and do things adults do. You understand? Smokey. What? It's true. The abbot would be furious if he knew. I assume Mother Cecilia would be as well. Good for them. If they're happy, what's the harm? They certainly seemed happy. Very happy, if you get my meaning. I understand. Alright. Anything else? No, nothing. Plenty more to tell. I like how we're offering no gossip, and they're just dumping on us. Well, the whole town's built on Roman ruins, right? Pieces of an old town sit underneath. The Abbey, too. Hundreds of years ago, the Romans built all sorts of things up here. Then one day, they just vanished. We built on their old bones. You still have to be careful where you step in this forest. You're liable to fall into an old ruin. Or get scared halfway to the grave by a ghost. It's true. Smokey saw a ghost. Oh, I love ghost stories. As do I, but this is no story. It was late in the evening. The moon was high, painting the leaves all soft and silver. I heard a rustling in the meadow like wind through the grass. I like whispers. I looked up. This is my favorite part. I motioned to hurry up. Fine, don't rush me. So I looked up, and there he is, bent in half and wispy white, like he's been carved out of moonlight. He looks at me, and it's like I've been speared straight through my soul. Just these two eyes like dark pools, boring right into me. And his edges, the borders of him, they shimmer. So hard it hurts to look straight at him. I can't help it. I blink. Like God himself closed my eyes. This chill wind blows through me, the very breath of winter. And when I look back, he's gone. It's a pretty sweet story, dude. Vaxlov thinks so too. Maybe you really did see a ghost. So a weird guy looked at you. Is that the whole story? Nah. We'll butter him up. Anyway, these ruins are haunted. Hey, Smokey, I have to get back to sharpening knives for the L-bands. Alright, enough talking. Good to see you, Mr. Mailer. Drop by again sometime soon. Time for me to go. Wow, that was way more enjoyable of a dinner time thing than we've had in a while. Oops. I don't know what he just said there. Oh well, whatever. Alright, it's time to sneak into the library. So we gotta make our way back up to the Upper Abbey, then we go to the church, then we're gonna go down into the crypt. Oh gosh. Oh shit! Matthew is the Abbey's Sukato. If he sees me, he'll kick me out. What is this? Making the rounds in the Abbey to make certain everybody's where they're supposed to be, doing what they're supposed to do. Oh, they don't trust each other. Sweet. I have to keep out of sight until he's passed. Good thing he can't see well. He's got some Coke bottle glasses for sure. What a sweet haircut. Those monks, they got style. Go, 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 go. I'm not clicking anything. Alright, cool beans. Easy. Easy every time. Time to sneak up in there. Library we come. I certainly will. I'll lose some time tomorrow morning unless I turn back out. Well, I'm not going to. We going in that library. We need to know what happened between the Baron and the sisters. Read book. Is this it? What's this? De Herbes Cambrai. On the herbs of Wales. Cool. The writer is someone. I don't believe I've heard of him. Interesting. He writes about butcher's broom. The Greeks used it to aid with urination and defecation. This author claims it can also help with the reduction of swelling. He seems to be speaking from experience. I wonder if it's a diuretic. A wonderful hidden treasure of the Abbey. Plants. Plants are cool. Fire. Doorway we can't go to. Hello? Where do I go? Oh, I see. You can go up the stairs. What's this? Let's read it. What do we have here? A bifolium of the Mysteria Astra. I've read a number of treatises on astronomy, but I've never heard this one. Seems rudimentary, explaining the connection between astrological signs and the elements, and their basic relationship to alchemy. Oh, this is very familiar. Each sign is governed by one of the four elements. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces are the water signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo are the earth signs, and so on. It cuts off there. The next page is about something else entirely. Sister Illuminata must be trying to reconstruct the larger text. We scribe and illustrate bifolia out of page order, so the shift in subject isn't surprising. It would make more sense once it were bound. Those 2 pages were interesting enough, I suppose, but quite basic. Wait, that's the connection between the astrological symbols on Frank's cipher and the elemental symbols in the Vaudeville. This must be the text he referenced to create his cipher. Interesting. That would have been so much simpler to solve if I had seen this first. That was a pretty tough puzzle for old SPHONDA, I'll tell you that much. Alright, another book. This is most curious. Indeed. Historia de Labyrintho Liborium. Account of the Labyrinth of Books. Is this the church? Abbey? Cool. Very cool. I really enjoy how much effort they put into the illustrations here. It's very nice. I wonder what secret text could be hidden in such a place. I believe a Bologna professor told me a tale about such a place in Piedmont. It appears to be quite complicated, an extraordinary tale. Let's do the occult. I'll have to see if I can borrow the book when I have some time. If Illuminata allows it. She's the librarian girl. Alright, let's go up. Moving on up. Oh, there's a couple books here. We can be able to read these. That's a green-bound one. Wasn't the book that Baron Rothvogel's wife told us about, bound in green? This looks promising. The Familiars of Sisters of Kiersau. Yeah, let's go. Yep. Wow, this script is so hard to read, even if it was like in not Latin. Mother Cat was the first to enter the records. It looks like about 50 years ago. Sister Hildegard, quite wealthy. It looks like she became the prioress after Mother Cat. Oh, can I not click this one? Interesting. So you can't click every single name. Sure. Sister Cecile. Oh, this is Mother Cecilia's record. Wait, she's from the Welser family? They're one of those powerful families in Augsburg. It looks like her family donates a lot of money every year. Wow, so she's rich. What about Sister Gertie from Hoff? Ah, the herbalist. That explains it. Father is an apothecary. Matilda. Kempton. Merchant family. Quite thoughtful. Sister Illuminata. Named Angeline. Capocci family in Perugia. They have some connection to the Kiersau through the old Abbot Rudolph. Her family donates money to the Abbey every year as well. Seems like everybody's family donates to the Abbey every year. Can't cook that one. What about Sophia? Sophie from Bergitz. Her family is poor, but they donated flour. Oh. Yep, can't say that one. From Ulrich. Looks like she had an eventful life before coming here, married with a child. Both died. Oh boy, that sucks. Her merchant family has some connection to Kiersau, to the Kaufmans of Rothbard, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what this is. A free imperial city and home to several holy chivalric orders and monasteries. The city was a gathering point for pilgrims. Cool, good for them. Sister Margaret. Oh, the blind girl who assists Gertie. She went blind because of failed surgery on her cataracts. Oh, that sucks. Wealthy peasant family. They donated wool and a pasture. Cool. Sister Zdena. This should be good. Why? They donated a fortune to the Abbey. No wonder Mother Cecilia and the Abbot let her behave as she does. Is that it? Oh. Oh, the note under this. Ah, the note says, left the Abbey for several months. Why would she go to a hermitage? Seems strange that she's the only entry with such a note. The date's 3 years ago. This was just before Father Matthias died, which means it was around the time Baron Rothvogel visited. This has to be it. Matilda must be the nun the Baron harmed in his last visit. I should talk to Mother Cecilia again, and maybe Sister Matilda as well. Okay, so I totally did not see that you could click on the text there. Okay, let's see if I missed any other text over here. Nothing. Okay, X. Out. Alright, do I have to go all the way back out the same way I came in? Probably. Oh gosh, how do we do it? Whew. This game's so hard. Oh gosh, someone's gonna be here. Hide. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Brother Rudd. And... oh. Uh-huh. What in the... shit. I'll break for the stairs. They can't possibly catch me. I'll talk to them. We can work this out. We'll come to an understanding. Alright, I just need to wait for Running and Matthew to leave. Just a little patience. What am I going to do now? Just wait for them to finish, then leave. It can't take that long, can it? Well, depends. You should speak with them openly, in good faith, as men of reason. Run for it! No, we're gonna wait. I don't want to fall asleep on the cold floor. I shouldn't just sit here and watch in any case. If I can't get out of here before the sisters arrive in the morning, it might be even worse. It may not be awful. Zdena finds me first. Maybe we're friends? Sister Illuminato will certainly not be amused. Hopefully Zdena will find us. I can't tell with her. I'll break for the stairs. I can't pass me. Nope, we're just gonna wait. Oh boy. Are we dead? Is it happening? Oh. We're having a dream. We fell asleep on the floor. Oh. What is this dream? Hello. Where do I go? To the center? I'm scared of the center. Yosef, when are you coming home? Oh, is that Dad? Dad, I'll be home soon. I just need to finish this commission for the Abbey. I'm a little nervous about this girl. Sabine? How's business? Good, good. We'll finish that masterpiece, too. It's time for you to get on with your career. Ah, yes, of course. You're not going to quit this like you quit university, are you? Uh-oh. Of course not. Good, good. If it weren't for the work I did for the rector, you would never have gotten the opportunity. Most people never get a second chance after they throw something away like that. Just don't say anything. We'll see you when you get back. Sure, alright. Let's run around here and... Oh, there she is, our future wife. Oh, it's you. I only have the picture of you, the one my brother Daniel made. I really don't have any idea what you look like. What you were like. Are you really all that pretty? Do you really want to get married to a stranger? So, what are you like? Please don't imagine me telling you in your own mind. Why? You'll imagine I'm wonderful or imagine I'm horrible. That's true. Either way, it's not fair for me, is it? The painted you? The imagined you? The real you? The real you. To none of us. That's true also. Fair. I'll see you soon, Andreas. I mean, for real. Alright, let's run around. Ah, Prester John, what's up, dude? Welcome back, Andreas. It's been long since you have graced this court with your presence. Apologies, Your Majesty. My mind has been preoccupied by a tragedy at Curacao Abbey. What manner of tragedy? Well, a friend of mine died. My friend, Brother Piero, is the abbot's only suspect. He couldn't have done it. How do you know? Examine your assumptions, my son. In addition to having no motive and violence not being a part of his character, he's not physically capable of the act. He is of limited strength and has palsy in his hand that makes holding a paintbrush difficult. It's inconceivable that he would have the strength and resolve to kill the Baron with a blow to the head. St. Grobian says, a whole lot of inconceivable shit happens on this hell of an earth, Andreas. And he's right. I just don't believe he could have done it. There has to be a better explanation. I do not deny that it is possible, but I believe it is extremely improbable. Beatrice says, so what do you intend to do about it? When I'm brought before the Archdeacon, I'll tell him what I know about the other people who had motives to kill the Baron. I have to believe he'll see there's much more. He won't see. Why have you taken this task upon yourself, says Socrates. I have to save Brother Pierre's life. He has no one to help him. I want to find the real killer. If the Archdeacon's investigation threatens the Abbey, I want to protect it. No, we just care about Brother P. Your love for and devotion to him speak well of your character. A man who is humble before his elders honors also his gods. Of course you'd say that, old man. He's right, though. If Andreas doesn't help him, no one will. Exactly. I understand why the brothers and sisters cannot act against the abbot, but I must do something. St. Grobian says, why does that shit-for-brains abbot care about the death of a useless fart like Lorenz Rothvogel anyway? You're being too hard on the abbot. The Baron had many good qualities. Well, I can't disagree with your assessment of them. Powerful people get upset when other powerful people are murdered. This could threaten the existence of the Abbey. That's why. Oh no, the Abbey! Who give a damn about these hypocritical assholes? True. Beatrice says, in any case, Andreas' ability to prevent Piero's death depends on the judgment of the Archdeacon. Wise or foolish, corrupt or just, the Archdeacon will be the first and possibly the final arbiter of Piero's guilt. Andreas must win the Archdeacon to his side using the tools favored by men such as him. Reason, wisdom, authority, honesty? Let's do wisdom. Wisdom can be shared, but the audience may not comprehend it. Oh, was this a test, Beatrice? Damn. Reason. Huh. When's the last time you met a man who was truly ruled by reason? Authority? Despite your talent, you are merely an artist. He has been invested with power by the Prince Bishop of Frisian. You have no authority with him. What about honesty? You must be honest in all things, Andreas, but many are not willing to accept the truth, and the cost of honesty can be high. Yes, it can, Socrates. Yes, it can. If reason, wisdom, authority, and honesty cannot triumph, what am I left with? Hope. Rebellions are built on hope. Lies. Truth. Isn't that the same thing as honesty? Above all, faith and providence. Well, what do you plan to tell the Archdeacon, Andreas? There were other people in Curacao and Tassing who had motives to kill the Baron. The widow Kemperin despised Lorenz for maiming her late husband. Maimed? How? The Baron beat him savagely following an argument about the trespassing on the farm. His injuries were so severe that they never really healed. He needed a cane to walk. He died about a year ago, and the widow is certain because of the wounds he received that day. Why did the two quarrel? My understanding is that it was simply an argument about the trespass that got out of hand. And now I suppose she'll lose their home. My apologies. His home. For what reason? Should an aged widow not live out her remaining days in peace? She should, but she won't. She didn't squeeze out any little Kempers for old reigning, so away the house goes. Yes, because women must fight to own property. We exist on the sufferance of men. That's true, and terrible. It's easy to understand her anger. That's an extreme view. Women are not prisoners of their husbands or their sons. In this world, they are, my dude. Good. Perhaps if more men understood our anger, the laws would change. A good man does not sit idly by while injustice flourishes around it. There's a lot of bad men, dude. St. Grobian says, what the hell is a half-trained artist with half a university degree going to do against the might of the Holy Roman Empire? Idiots. Socrates says, you have established a motive for the widow, Andreas, but there's another matter that requires inquiry. While women and men are equal in most natures, women are weaker in strength. How could a woman of her age overpower a healthy man like the Baron? I wondered that myself. Have you found anything that she could have used to kill the Baron? Yes, her husband's cane. The head is missing. It seems to have broken off. Poetic, if killing the Baron was the cause. Are there any others you suspect? Prior Frank feared the Baron would report his occult interests to the Inquisitors. How so? Prior Frank and the Baron shared a fascination with the occult texts. The Baron was pressuring the Prior into performing a ritual for him while he was visiting Curacao. When Frank refused, the Baron threatened to turn him into the Inquisition. How did you come by this knowledge? I found a written evidence. A letter from Frank to the Baron in which he discusses all of these matters. It is a dangerous thing, a monk dabbling in the occult. His very soul could be in danger. Forget the soul, said St. Grobian. He could have been defrocked, excommunicated, even killed, all for a little curiosity. Better to stay stupid and ignorant, that's what I say. We're well aware, says Beatrice. Is curiosity such an awful thing? The lust for knowledge can be as dangerous as any other desire. Is curiosity such a bad thing? No. But it was knowledge of the nature of good and evil that caused the fall of man. In one story, the seeds of some corrupting fruit may lie sleeping between the pages of many dangerous books. Prior Frank feared loss of his status, his life, and even God's grace. Men have killed for less. How might the Prior have accomplished the deed? I'm not certain. I haven't found anything that I think could have been used as a weapon. It will be a challenge to convince the Archdeacon that a Prior committed a murder this foul. If you mean to suggest that Frank is a suspect, you must find a weapon to convince the Archdeacon. I guess that was where I could have dug up the grade of that other brother. Any others? I found no other suspects. You have brought a worthy mystery before this court, Andreas. I pray to God we have granted you the insight you need to face this coming challenge. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'm prepared to meet the day. Before you go, Andreas, there's one more thing to consider. You will be summoned to the Archdeacon to tell him what you know, but you need not tell him everything. What do you mean? She means you should only tell him about the people you don't mind dying. That's one way of putting it. There's a place for a noble lie. This is not one of them. Why? The Baron is dead. All of the people with motive to kill him suffered, either directly or indirectly, from his wickedness. Simply mentioning a name to the Archdeacon may endanger them, whether they had anything to do with murder or not. Right, no point throwing everyone's waist deep into the shit. I protest any attempt at deception, but you must ultimately follow your own conscience, Andreas. Little time remains before you must stand before the Archdeacon. Use it wisely. I will do my best. Until we meet again, Andreas. Indeed, Your Majesty. Taking the boat back, blah, blah, blah. So that kind of sucks. I wonder if we lost out on the opportunity to go back and talk with Mother Cecilia. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, thank goodness it's Zdena. Andreas. Hey, Andreas, wake up. Oh, God. Well, are you here for the books or for me? I was walking in my sleep. A book. The library is so poorly organized that I fell asleep looking for it. I was looking for clues, trying to figure out who killed the Baron. Brother Pierre doesn't have much time. You, of course. No, we're not doing this. You really think he'd have to be like, hey, time to get my Mac on right now? No, Brother P is dying. Quite noble of you to risk the Abbot's wrath by breaking in here. Hey, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? The Baron seemed like an interesting man. Not that Mother Cecilia would let any of the sisters talk to him. Was he interesting? He had a great appreciation for art, which, as an artist, I also appreciate. Honestly, he was a rude, presumptuous ass. He was, but don't talk ill of the dead. Sometimes. I appreciate art. Could you help me deepen my appreciation? You're none. Don't think that would be appropriate. You're none. Nothing escapes your artist eyes, Andreas. That's why I like you. Uh-oh. Andreas is shook. This abbey is a dungeon. I'm trapped here with pious women and old men, probably for the rest of my life. Look, this is the only chance we're going to get to do this, so pull your head out of your ass, alright? Scoot away. I think I hear Illuminati coming. Do we actually hear Illuminati coming? This is exceedingly dangerous. It's a bad idea. There are worse things than sharing the embrace of an eager lover. Andreas, what are you waiting for? Do it. I feel like he wouldn't do it because he's also... He's pretty busy. Oh, God. Okay, well, I guess we're going to do this. If Illumina catches us, it will destroy any respect she had for me. Still, what's to say she won't tell someone later and ruin my reputation? Sure. I like Illumina. She's smart, and she doesn't let me get away with anything. I don't want to lose her trust. She definitely won't help me find out who killed the Baron. Look, this is the only chance we're going to get to do this. So is this my relationship with Zdena now for Andreas? Like, am I going to like ask her to do something for me later? Scoot away. I think I hear Illuminati come. We don't. It's too risky. We also need the book. Well, we already got the book, so we don't need anything from her, right? Let's just scoot away. What are you doing? Kiss her, even though it's probably a bad idea. No, we shouldn't do this. Oh, God. Oh, God, is she gonna tell on us? Oh, no! Uh-oh, we've incurred the wrath. Uh-huh. No, it was her idea. I didn't know such thing. Uh-oh. Are we in trouble? I think we're in trouble. Never set foot in the Abbey again. Wait, sister. I may have misinterpreted. Really? I can't believe you, either of you. Oh, I don't expect you to understand, as you're only a guest. But This is my home. The library is my charge. This is my vocation for the rest of my life. You have no right to violate it in this way. Now explain yourself, Andreas. You did not come here to seduce a young nun. Why did you? I was looking for the Abbey's admission records for clues about the Baron's death. There are books I wanted to see, and you never let me look at them. It's as simple as that. No, we're going to be a little bit more forthcoming here with her, because we respect her. What do the Abbey records have to do with Baron Rothvogel's murder? I learned that the Baron hurt one of the sisters in his last visit to Curacao. Oh, I see, yes, Sister Matilda. What happened to her was evil. But if you were reading about Sister Matilda, you can't really believe she killed the Baron. Matilda killed the Baron? No, of course not. I sincerely doubt that's possible. Can't rule anything out. Why not? Grief makes people do terrible things. You must admit, she had a good reason. Perhaps I'm an old-fashioned Christian, but I do not consider anything a good reason to murder. That's true. This is not appropriate for us to discuss any further. You should speak to Sister Matilda or Mother Cecilia. I can't speak with you? It is not my story to tell, and in case you've forgotten, you shouldn't even be here. Please, bounce. Of course, I'm sorry for the trouble. Come on, we got work to do. Wow, she's about to try to throw us under the bus. Could have gotten spicy. I should find someone to eat with. Okay, cool. What we're going to do here is take a break for episode 6, and then we'll come back with episode 7, where we will pick up with a meal with somebody, and then we'll also head to talk to Mother Cecilia and Sister Matilda, see what they have to say about the information we found in the library. All right, well, I want to thank everybody so much for joining us. Have a great day, and I'll see you in episode 7. Ciao.